Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Hi, welcome back. Okay, last hour. You have just gotten past the gate guard at the Port Authority, and approaching you is a kind of squirrely man in a suit who's going to kind of walk up. Excuse me, I am to escort you to the base of your meeting. Please follow me. He's going to lead you through the Port Authority and over to a kind of smaller warehouse near one of the large ships that's docked here. The warehouse kind of has some lights around it. Of course, the Port Authority has plenty of lights on and stuff to keep it bright. But he'll kind of like move over to the doors where a couple of people will open up in front of you and let you inside. And kind of close it up after you go inside. Inside, of course, most of the warehouse is filled with all kinds of boxes and stuff. The boxes all have a similar looking symbol on them. Of course,
we walked into a trap.
Kind of sitting around on a box in the center of it is, of course, the man you met before. Mr. Rial, or as you know him, Mr. Caine. Caine. Welcome. I hope that everything has gone well with you arriving here safely. Apologies, but I had more business here in town before I would leave, and yours is only part of the entire situation.
Of course.
Anyway, I believe we had a deal to make, though. A page from Book of Nod, an older copy of one, in return for you looking the other way. And possibly, and something from us in the future. Well, something for us in the future.
Yes.
You see, New York is a very interesting place, and it would be good for us to have some more eyes and ears in that place, in that city.
Eyes and ears are helpful for all.
Our people here are new to America, and we would like some more connections.
Indeed.
Well, I'm afraid I will quickly arrange two things with our good friend James. He should be meeting with some of my operatives now and taking care of that. In the meantime, he's going to kind of mention for someone to bring over a kind of briefcase. I'm going to call it like a similar metal case, but like another case. Kind of open it up, and there's kind of like a sealed sheet. So it looks a little like those sealed cases you've seen before, but it looks like this one's specifically made. It's like thinner. It's made to hold like some kind of paper in like good condition and stuff.
Are his usual bodyguards there?
You don't see them right now.
Damn.
The person who escorted us in isn't one, correct? Or
wasn't
isn't
one of the normal
ones that we
bodyguards.
recognize?
No.
Okay.
I'm afraid I'm going to be sailing out later on tonight, and I wish to get this business done with hastily.
I am interested in seeing what it is I'm giving up.
An interesting negotiation tactic, but that is not impossible. I'm afraid... Well, we'll have to search you first, then. I was worried about bringing you aboard, but it should be on the boat shortly. And we have about an hour before we're leaving. Well, do you have a place to keep this, or do you want the case itself? Feel free to hang on to it. Take a look at what's in there.
Sure. Samuel,
yes.
Would you take a look at the case?
Absolutely.
Give me a occult intelligence roll, we'll say.
I will do that.
All right.
Nice.
You do take a look at it. It looks as if it's a fragment of the Book of Nod. Again, you can't open the thing. It is in a plastic container, so you kind of like can look around the container. It looks like a sheet of paper. It looks fairly authentic. Without like proper tools or investigation, you wouldn't know for sure to be 100%. But it looks old, and it looks like something that you would see for those people that would have them. You know that it's very hard to find these kind of things. Camarilla are a mixed bag on whether they would treat it nicely. Elders usually are a little better than some of the youngers. And Sabat would not be very kindly to items like this, just because they would use it as a more propaganda for their entire war.
When you say investigation, what do you mean by that? Because I have investigation. Could I examine it to see if it looks like it's
sure.
legitimate?
I guess, yeah, okay. Give me investigation perception then, if you want to see if like there's any signs of it being like a forgery or illegitimate then.
Yeah, I imagine I told you, like, I'm not sure if it's completely authentic, but it seems to be the right thing. Or a very good copy of one.
Okay.
You take a look at it again without opening everything up. You wouldn't be 100% sure, but like you take a look for those normal signs of like forgeries, fakes, copies, all that kind of stuff. You don't see them. Regardless of whether it is actually a piece of the Book of Nod, between the two of you are fairly certain is an old piece of paper, and it is something that is older. How old it exactly is, you don't know.
Our eyes don't do carbon dating. Got it.
I mean,
I forgot that perk.
there are ways that maybe certain vampires would have better abilities, aspects, that they could maybe tell some things about it.
Oopsie, don't have it.
Nope, none of you do.
Okay. Can I clarify what Mr. Saken is suggesting is that we can go on the boat.
He can accompany him on the boat after they're searched.
Okay.
Why don't we just go look now? As soon as you get it from James.
The deal should already be done. It should be already moving its way onto our facilities on the boat.
Samuel.
We had to meet in another part of the entire area. This place is large. Have more than one meeting at once.
Of course.
Samuel, would you be so kind as to take our payment back to the car?
Yes, absolutely.
Dawn, perhaps you could accompany him.
Good idea. Yeah.
Erik, will you join me?
Sure, why not?
Unsure someone escorts the two of you out. I guess then follow me. All right.
While we're walking, I'm gonna pull out my phone and text. Take that guy out. Sneak up or follow us.
Okay.
Assuming he's not a fucking terrible evil thing.
One of
Got
them
my
has a
knife.
dagger that will deal with terrible evil things.
That is true.
And this is the Port Authority. There's got to be tons of rats around there.
That is true.
Yeah, okay, you got me there.
Okay. Then why don't we take care of Nathan and Erik first?
Because we can both be searched. I've got my pistol, but like that's pretty much it.
I mean, they'll probably take your pistol. They'll say like,
and like a boring regular normal dagger.
yeah, we'll return these things. It's like we'll return these things once you leave the boat, sir. There seems to be a lot of security, armed security for this. Men in uniforms that are vague uniforms that seem to be unmarked uniforms. You will be escorted onto the large, what looks kind of a freighter. It has metal containers on the top of it, things for shipping. You'll actually be escorted inside to a kind of cabin area. into an elevator and taken down. You'll be taken into some kind of, that's described as laboratory of some kind.
Is there like an emergency set of stairs near the elevator?
You don't see any.
Okay.
That's bad design.
It might not be near the elevator. It might be in a different section.
True.
This might not be OSHA compliant. Just saying.
Might not be. Probably not. I mean, the entire laboratory facility seems very, hidden on a boat. He'll escort you kind of down. You can still see more armed guards here. A lot of people in strange kind of lab outfits doing... You're not sure what they're doing. They're doing all kinds of strange research, and there seems unusual research, like beyond the scope of what you know about. As our organization has expanded and more have come to see our ways, we've had a need to expand our facilities. And now you've found something as interesting as this. He'll kind of take you over to like a large one of those large kind of glass rooms where you see some people that are like, in kind of outfits that kind of keep, not like full like oxygen mask outfits, but like keep a lot of like the body oils and stuff away from things. And they seem to be opening up a case and opening up a glass case with some kind of paperwork on it. It appears to actually have a large set of writing, illustrations of what look to be some kind of city, maybe. And as they're kind of like flipping through it, it seems to be a set of pages, like 3 pages. One of them seems to have either a map or some kind of drawing of something that seems to be marking maybe something. It's kind of hard to tell. You both of you can get kind of sights of it. And the last one seems to be another set of large amount of writing. It's amazing, really. To think something like this would be discovered.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, you're unaware of what you found. Interesting. Fascinating. Well, what was found that you were looking into?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was fascinating what was discovered, I was saying. Fascinating what was discovered.
Ah. I am, in fact, unaware of what I found, so please continue.
What was discovered that you were looking into? As far as we can tell, your progenitor created this paperwork.
Really?
Indeed. Isn't that a fascinating thing? I'm afraid my friends here in the progenitors have a good job of dating these kind of things and looking into them. They are skilled at this.
So why did you, why was it important to intercept it here?
Oh, less business. If we can intercept it at this location, we could keep it from having a lot of clout. Your kind had heard tales of something going on, and our allies, of course, warned us that probably someone would be sent. It was easy enough to discover who would be sent then.
So while he's talking, how many pages are there?
3 of them.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the glass, does it look like bulletproof glass, or is it just glass?
Probably not bulletproof, but probably like at least like a reinforced something or other.
Like, okay. So like windshield glass.
Like windshield glass, more or less, kind of sealing off the large room area kind of thing.
Okay.
It seems to be meant to be like environmental seal kind of thing to keep them in good shape while you're kind of like opening up, listening to them to keep the environment regulated.
Okay. How many people are down here right now?
Me
and Erik.
You and Erik, him.
Mr. Second.
There's 3 of them in the chamber. Probably about a dozen, looks like scientists working at various things, not really paying much attention. You do see guards, probably half a dozen of them, kind of keeping an eye out on things.
Okay.
I'm just staring at you.
Okay.
Perhaps if we continue our good graces, we could share more with you. You see, we're always looking for more people to join the K Institute, to ally with us. And if your situation with the Camarilla ever seems to turn south, perhaps a new partnership might be in order. I believe this saying is in your continent, I like the cut of your jib.
Hmm.
And your friends could join too.
Yes. So, what is it that the Caine Institute is about? Research, obviously, and very generally.
Things are changing in our world. Things have changed. Great darknesses have always been on the agenda, but it seems our friends here in the progenitors have discovered something. I believe the easiest way to describe it is a temporal flux, they call it. I don't know to mean to understand the exact nature of everything going on, but our time seems to have an incorrectness to it. At least that one that can detect that and connect with that would be. And we're investigating what happened. Isn't it fascinating? Perhaps there was time travel. Time travel is a power that no known being of our types, from vampire to Garu and other changing breeds, to mages, wraiths, everything. None of us have true mastery of it. Think of it. If something found it out there, even your progenitor and its kin have no power like it. Now, of course, there was one that was said to have a powerful ability over time in amongst your own bloodlines, but not this way.
And what were they called again? And
Oh, you're... I apologize. You are unaware.
hey, Tantus, what's
Yes.
his humanity or path rating?
His humanity or path rating?
Yeah.
I am unsure off the top of my head. Why do you
That
need to
could,
know?
at some point in the near future, become important information to have.
Because I may be trying to use passion on him.
I mean, right now it already seems like it's working.
Yeah, give me a second to look something up then, because I gotta look up a good old...
Sorry, Tantus, love you.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm playing weird characters that make you look things up all the time.
That might be... It's either his chem or balance, then. I'm not sure which it would be. That would be his equivalent of humanity. Or path.
It would be his path.
He doesn't have one. He's a mummy.
Oh.
A path is specifically a vampire thing. And other
Well.
changing and other supernatural things don't normally have humanity the same way. So I'm not sure how that would work. Like, humans can easily be given a humanity because it's something that measures how much human they are. But as something becomes unhuman, that connection changes. Shoot. It would be in his finishing touch is probably balance and Sakam. Let's look up and read about that. Because I have to know more about
Also, it might be worth, before resolving this, figuring out what the other two have accomplished.
Yes. All right. Because I was interrupted what he was saying anyway at this point.
Yeah.
Where was I with what he was saying? I don't know. Anyway, their job was to investigate it, basically.
Okay.
I had asked him about, or I asked him who was like capable of time travel, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's when I used passion.
The original Brusha, not Trolley, who supposedly diablerized the original Brusha antediluvian.
Damn.
Brusha had a power. Like there's a group of Brusha that had it called Temporis. It's basically like celerity on cocaine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to want to take this deal.
At most, they were said to be go back in time a few, like at most, like maybe a minute or something. You know, that they could
That's
like
still pretty useful.
they could
Yeah,
relive a
that's
couple of
a
moments.
lot.
You know, yeah, at great mental cost. The most powerful of them, of the true Bruja, could, as they're called, could do that. Which actually there are still some of them that exist, unfortunately, for normal
or
Bruja.
the true Ja.
Unfortunately for Dawn and your kin, there are still some out there, and they really hate you.
Oh.
Just like,
God damn
unfortunately
it.
for Samuel, there's also an entire another group of Nosferatu. Well, technically not Nosferatu because they're from your antediluvian, but your entire bloodline came from 4th gen. The other 4th gens and their kins all hate you and want to murder you.
Yeah.
That's also another reason you live in sewers, because you hide there.
No, I love the sewer. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of really like groups that hate each other and try to like murder each other if you get them. So
I mean, that's true of the world anyway.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
accurate, unfortunately.
I want
Anyway.
to kill my entire party.
Till later.
Don't be alone.
So I'll try to figure out what the World of Darkness Mummy equivalent.
I'll just throw out the roll then, and we can figure it out from the difficulty then.
Anyway, so let us switch back to, at least for now, Dawn.
Nothing happened.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about this right now. That's fine. I do not. I know a little bit about mummies, and I know a little bit about what his stats are, but I don't understand him enough to compare it to humanity or anything like that. Sometimes there's little connections that make it difficult, and I'm like, it has a willpower score. If you went out for willpower, I'm good. But that one. So, Dawn, Samuel, what are you two doing? You're being escorted by this kind of this man kind of in a business suit. He kind of looks like an accountant, I would say.
Has he let us out of the room we were in?
Yes, he was escorting you back the way you came.
Are there a lot of people surrounded, like any people that would see?
As
us?
far as you know, you're unsure. Once you're away from the building, there seems to be a lot less people, but it is still the Port Authority, and it still has a lot of cameras, and it still has patrols, which you saw a bunch of earlier.
I'm gonna squeak very loudly, which is going to look. There's a reason for it.
Just does this sometimes.
It's
Don't
for
worry.
no. It's animalism,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
beckoning, and I have to roll charisma survival. Hold on. Difficulty 6. Oh wait, I have one. I didn't realize I only had one. Okay, it doesn't. Nothing happens. I just squeak really loudly for no reason.
Okay. Because you only have
realize that.
you only have one die between charisma survival right now.
Apparently. Yeah.
Well, as a Nosferatu, he doesn't have any charisma.
Yeah.
No,
I
I don't
mean-
have attraction. I can get a charisma.
Yeah, he doesn't have he
Yeah,
doesn't have
yeah.
appearance.
He has no appearance. There
Yeah.
it is.
Well,
Yeah.
see, that's why you don't max out on blood points always. It takes you a while to summon a bunch of animals.
I'm just gonna go under the assumption that there were no rats here.
Yeah. No rats around.
Not
the
for
area.
you.
Not as far as you can tell.
No rats whatsoever.
Rats like poke their heads up and they're like, nah.
Mhm.
Good.
All right. You two will be then escorted a little. You're like trying to chitter, and he'll kind of like, he'll look at you very strangely, and shake his head, and then keep walking on. Can you get your friend in line?
He's fine. This is just something he does. Just ignore it.
Best part is one success would have just summoned one rat anyway. So.
Aww.
Yup.
So that's a pretty useless ability right now, unless I summon a fucking bear.
Hey. You have experience points. Maybe getting some survival might be helpful. You've been hanging around in a little sewer a little extra time. Maybe it's been developing those skills.
Yeah, 2 successes is actually 1/4 of animals, so that's already way better.
Yeah.
The rats
Is there
anyway.
any like dark-ish areas that we can spot as we're walking
I mean,
by?
you will probably pass through the shadows of a lot of things. It's not perfectly lit around here.
Okay.
And Samuel is fairly familiar with like where the cameras are.
Yes.
Yeah.
So are there any areas that we're going to pass that are kind of in the dark and out of sight of the cameras?
Or that I can pull
Maybe
them in.
one that's okay, not perfect. Just because, like, most of those areas are actually like in amongst all like the large things of containers and stuff. You're just being led along the general walking routes. You know, like there's a lot of open space, and you're being led through the open space. The person is not really aiming to lead you to back alleys and stuff.
Yeah. When I see one that I think is like kind of okay, I'm going to pretend to fall really hard. Like I just trip over myself.
Okay. Give me a. Oh, let's see what we can do for this one here. This will be performance. We'll say performance manipulation, because you're putting on a scene of being a tripper.
Performance
enjoy
what?
this.
You cut out. for me.
Manipulation.
Manipulation.
Sorry.
No problem. What was the difficulty? Was it just
Just
you didn't
keep
give
it
one?
6. Keep it 6. All right.
Okay.
Nice.
So he will roll something opposed to that, and I'm figuring out what that is. Um,
I assume you're good at manipulating people instead of performing.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
What, you didn't
Yeah.
take points and perform?
0 performance. Let's go. I should have.
okay.
With the specific instance.
He's gonna like take a couple more steps forward as you kind of do that, and then like kind of like almost like he's waiting for you.
Mm.
I'm gonna duck down.
Madam, can you grab your friend? I really don't have time to deal with your shenanigans.
I'm not that big. Can you help me get him up at least?
No. Drag him if you have to. You're strong, aren't you?
This guy's a dick.
I'm gonna sort of make it look like I'm struggling to try and get him up. Shit, I could throw you at him.
Yeah, you
That
were
won't
just too
be-
strong. You thought you were stronger than you thought.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull Dunce up and actually push him at the guy to try and knock the guy over as well.
Okay. So
Try and go for the domino.
you can try to wing him at him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And when this happens, I'm gonna like full on throw myself into it as well, so that way it's like I'm laying on. If he does fall over, I'm laying on him, and I'm just like, oh, I can't get up. My back.
All right. Let's see here. Make just a dexterity check, because I don't think there's a skill that involves chucking your friends. It's a straight dexterity. You get some extra dice from your celerity. All right. So he's gonna roll something here. Give me a second.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Okay. He'll be Dunce, you'll wing into him. The guy will both of you will kind of tumble over into a pile.
And I'm laying on him. I'm just like, oh, my back. I can't
You
move.
can't feel your back. Get off me.
Ow.
I'm gonna run over and soccer punch him in the face.
Okay.
Sucker punch.
Roll me and let's roll initiative then. Because we kind
He's a human. He's gonna die.
You just a quick stab to his back while he's walking was all we needed.
Wait, I knew from when I was there, I knew where all the like cameras sort of tied together, right? Like where they came together, the camera room or whatever.
No, you knew that it was like 4 rooms. You didn't know which one was the camera room though.
Okay.
So,
no, that was a different thing, wasn't it?
no, that was here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is where it was at.
While this is happening, I'm probably gonna like chitter to my boy and be like, "Yo, try to take out these cameras while this is going on."
I try, boss. I don't know which one is the right one.
Just bite them all. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, where is initiative to? I cannot find it for the life of me.
Wasn't it dexterity plus wit?
Dexterity, wits, yes. So you have to
okay.
roll each of them separately, technically, because it doesn't allow you to roll it on the sheet for whatever odd reason. I
Or
guess
just
because
do
you're not really...
/R space whatever the total is, d10s.
Yeah. You just roll that number of
Let's
d10s
just do
also.
it. One
I'm just gonna
at a
click
time.
on both of them.
Alright, so Samuel has 4 successes. Dawn has 4 successes.
Wow.
Okay.
Did Dawn add her celerity?
No. So she
I
has
did not.
rolls 2 more dice then.
What have
I remembered.
/R2d10.
slash
Space.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wait, base 2 d10 all the same thing? Ah, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So no extra.
Isn't it 6? So that would be 1 extra.
Oh, that's 1 extra.
Well,
Yeah.
the
Oh, sorry.
natural
She
one.
rolled she
but
rolled
it
1.
cancels out.
Yeah, she
So-
catches that. Yeah. All right then. So you're all acting at the same time. What do you want to do, Dawn? Let's just see what everyone wants to do.
I wanted to just run over while Dunce was just led on him and just punch the other guy in the face.
Dunce, what
I'm
were
basically holding him down.
You're trying to hold him
Yeah.
down. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I know what he's doing. So why don't we start with, because it's logical to have you holding him down as this is happening, give me a strength acrobatics check. No, just a strength check. It's probably contested strength. I'm sorry, there's no abilities that do it. So contested strength. Roll your strength.
Oh.
Oh shit.
I think Dawn might live this session. Or next session, depending.
Okay. All right. You seem to have him kind of like pinned a little bit. He does seem to be pulling something out of his jacket, though. So, Dawn, make your attack.
Wait, how do I do this?
It'll be brawl plus dex plus brawl to hit.
Plus,
My memory's full.
want to ask for a pool mod, add 2 for your celerity.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so 4 successes.
I think you hit.
Yes. What's your strength again?
My strength is 4.
Okay, strength's 4. Roll 7 dice for me then.
Can I do it that R slash way?
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does she
How
have?
many dice? 4?
I was just gonna ask that.
That-
Do you also have potence?
Potents are automatic successes though,
I have 2.
so she
Okay.
just gets 2 bonus
We're just-
successes.
We're just remembering.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so what am I rolling? 4d10?
7.
Yeah.
7?
Well,
Oh, God.
easy way to do it. Roll a strength check. Just add 3 dice.
Yeah.
Strength, then pull mod 3.
Yep.
Okay, I'm getting the hang of this.
3 successes. Okay. Whoops.
Plus
And
an
then
extra
2 bonus from potence.
potency. Yep.
Yeah.
So 5 successes. Ow.
His face is just.
So he gets like kind of like punched in the side as he pulls out some kind of strange looking weapon and blasts at you with it at the same time.
Her or him?
Him.
Yeah.
Um,
Getting blasted.
okay.
So he's trying to shoot at the guy who's literally
No,
holding him
at
down.
dawn.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
By her or him, I meant who was he targeting?
Right.
All right. I have to figure out what
Yeah.
this would
Candace.
do. Sorry.
I thought he was just like pulling out a gun and pointing it like right.
It's
right
a
at my
weird
belly.
looking gun. It will be very unpleasant for you to be blasted by this weird looking gun. So he doesn't get any extra successes. I'm just gonna say.
Did he get any penalties from being held down?
I factored all that in to his
Awesome.
roll there. Okay. All right.
Oh no.
The blast seems to like almost feel like pure fire actually going into you. You will take 3 levels of aggravated damage.
Ooh.
Arg!
Is it actually fire?
Not the way that you would think of it as.
Yeah. What does it look like?
For you who's on top of him, it looks like he pulled out a ray gun and shot her in the chest.
The fuck? He's an alien.
How damaged does he look?
He looks like he got a really good punch into his face too, but he's still up.
Okay. Okay, so ray gun doesn't require
3 levels of damage is injured, right?
Rod's check.
It
Wait, that's not
won't
even me.
because it's not the same way. It's
Yeah.
it's not actual fire and stuff or light and stuff. It's just like it's like werewolf claws will do you aggravated damage, but won't cause those things either. It feels like you'd be on fire,
Okay.
but you're not.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Stupid bloodsuckers.
I imagine I fall over at this.
Mhm.
At least.
Well, you're still up, but in a lot of you're both in a bunch of pain. So another round. He's probably just going to try to shoot you again because that's what he's going to do. I'm assuming, Dunce, what are you going to try to do in this entire
I'm gonna
situation?
actually try to knock the gun out of his hand. Like I'm.
Okay, so you're going to try to
really
interfere with his
shoving it.
shot.
Yeah.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you roll a. Let's see here. It should be more than just dexterity. Let's say dexterity athletics to sort of wrestle him. And every success you have is a penalty to his dice pool to
Okay.
successfully shoot.
There's also a specific disarm
Oh, that's right.
move in fighting.
Well, if you want to use the disarm, he'd be firing off at the same time. I'm saying if you want to do that, we could do the disarm.
Yeah, I would like to disarm him.
Okay, he's still gonna try to fire off though. Then,
Mhm.
Dawn, what are you doing?
I think I'm also going to be trying to go for the gun in case, Sam doesn't grab it. I'm gonna try and like dive down on the floor to grab it.
So,
Okay,
like, get
it's a
it after
dexterity
he drops
plus
it?
melee to disarm. You strike an
Plus
opponent's
melee.
weapon. Yeah, that's what it says. I think you're supposed to have a weapon to disarm, not your fists. But I'm guessing if you want to try to handheld it, dexterity plus brawl.
Gosh, it's too bad nobody has a weapon.
You said dexterity plus
And
what?
could have just
Brawl?
stabbed him in the fucking
Brawl.
back.
But it'll be difficulty 8.
Wasted.
Because it's
I'm
normally
just
+1
saying.
difficulty, but I'm going to give an extra difficulty because you're not normally supposed to, like, handheld disarm someone.
If you
doesn't
hit him in
work
the
as well.
back, you get a bonus to hit.
Well, the way I'm figuring it is like I knock it out of his hand and then Dawn can grab it or something.
Yeah, you can try to do that.
All right, so that would be dexterity brawl,
Dexterity brawl, yes. Difficulty 8.
difficulty 8.
Good luck, boyo.
1 success. Let me see what that would have as a result. You did not exceed his strength rating, so he is not disarmed.
Damn.
Dawn, what were you were trying to wrestle it away also?
I was trying to just go down for it as well, whether you know Sam managed to disarm him or not. Just
Okay.
trying to grab it.
Okay.
What would that
Willpower
be?
could get it.
It
lot
would
of
be
success.
dexterity brawl too, just the same. Since you're just wrestling in a pile right now.
What's the? Is it just 6 still for me?
It would also be
plus-
8 for you.
Plus the 2 from celerity, right? Because that adds to dexterity.
Yes. Oh, plus 2
Yes.
dice. Plus 2 dice, difficulty 8. So you dex brawl plus 2 dice.
No.
Okay. He is going to roll. Let's do that. What's I said? Okay. All right. So, the two of you are unable to like really disarm him, but he ends up, another shot goes off, missing both of you, and you hear this noise, as like there's like this, as all of you are kind of wrestling on the ground, as it looks like he shot with like part of a lamppost that's falling on all three of you.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna have all three of you roll some. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'll roll your stamina.
Do I get extra for celerity?
No.
That's dex-based
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah. That would be fortitude.
Yes. Which, congratulations, Nathan. You could have attempted to soak this.
Dang.
Well, fortitude allows you to
successes for
soak
both of
like pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. There are some things.
And let me just roll something here for all of you.
You guys both did awesome, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
We rolled the fuck away.
Okay. So there's like rubble and stuff and a loud noise as it kind of falls on top of you, but somehow like it doesn't actually harm any of you. As you're still like wrestling now, partially pinned also by like big lamppost pieces and stuff.
Tantus, what's that? 40-10 for him?
No, that was the damage it was going to deal.
Oh, okay.
It didn't do anything really. Would have done 1 damage. He would have he rolled all 3 successes, so he would have soaked it definitely.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
He also had a squishy boy on top of him.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. What are you doing your next round as you're now wrestling and
All right.
pinned?
I'm going to try and pop one of my boils into his eyes.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I think. Let me check here.
Dirtiest move.
So.
Play
Dexterity
around.
asshole? Is that a skill?
That's
do what
we're
you
gonna call
gotta
that
do.
dexterity brawl again. That's dexterity brawl because you're trying to like physically like get something, and even if it's a boil.
I just imagine like not like a pop, not like you know, precision. You just smash your head into his face.
Forgetting like, okay. Technically, I had to give you the difficulty, but you did get 1 success because it was difficulty.
Oh, sorry.
It was fine. You still rolled a 9, and that is enough to get a success. Okay. So let me roll something for him.
Oh, that poor man.
I love this.
Yep, this is pretty fantastic.
All right.
This
so
is the worst fucking fight ever.
he's got like goo on his face. You like got it towards his eye, but it's like he kind of manages to get out of the way partially. But he's like, "Oh my god, you're so gross!"
Yeah, it's got a stink too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawn, what were you doing?
I'm gonna reach for the knife in my boot and go to stab his arm.
Okay.
Try and pin it down.
Gross. Cat throw up. Damn it.
Oh, kitty.
Oh,
She was inspired
she
by
was
Samuel.
She heard the boil pop and was like, no.
Oh no.
At least I got her in an area where it's easier to clean up now. Still a little gross.
Aw.
A little bit of it. Sticky kitty. Oh. Roll your dexterity melee then to stab.
This is what I get celerity for, right?
Yes.
Stats. Yeah, okay.
Anything that I mentioned dexterity, you get it for it.
Okay. I need to start remembering this.
Mhm.
Is it 6?
Yes, 6. All right. Roll strength plus 3 again.
That's the pool mod 3, right?
Yes.
Or is it the
Pool mod
okay,
3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it did.
Okay.
plus the 2 automatic successes for potence.
Yes. Let me roll that. And slashing because that was something else. Roll for that one. Because I had 2 rolls set up here. Okay. He gets kind of like shanked a little bit into his side, and he kind of fires off another shot but misses everything. You don't get a really good hit into him. You kind of cut into his one side, but you kind of seem to distract him from like really getting a good shot off on you.
You guys need to fucking run after you deal with this.
Oh yeah. After we get the pole off of us.
Put him on my back and run.
Samuel, what are you doing?
I mean, guess I'm just gonna headbutt him.
Okay. That works.
I mean,
Dawn,
I've still got him pinned down, and I
Yeah.
want to keep him pinned down.
yeah, Dawn, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and punch the head.
Okay, so you're going for
That was
punches.
good.
Okay.
Headbutting and punching his head.
It's about survival now. You won't lose humanity. Stab the bitch.
I did it, I missed.
Okay.
Kind of.
So each of you roll your next attacks then. It's Dex plus Brawl then, both of you. Roll for me, quickly.
Yeah,
Quick,
yeah.
quick, quick! Now, now, now!
God, I'm so slow at this.
Okay. Okay. So Samuel, roll me strength. Dawn, roll me strength plus 3.
As is tradition.
Oops.
Yay, dog! Bap!
Okay. Okay.
I think you guys might have killed them anyways.
He deserved it at this point.
Honestly.
I tried to just knock him out.
Okay. Let's see here. That's fine there. That's 1. Let's see where you were at now. This is a punch. He was there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You give another good punch in on him, and he's like, he gets hit in the face. He's like, ah, and kind of goes unconscious then.
And then he gets headbutt for good measure.
No, that's been included in the headbutt. Well, the headbutt
Aw.
seems to do nothing to him. He kind of like headbutts back as he's trying to shoot, but that manages to get him like way like crazy shot that goes nowhere near you.
Probably gets more boil juice in his face.
Probably.
Gun.
Yeah, we're gonna grab that gun.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And
I'm
I'm
also gonna
rolling
search
off
the rest
him,
of his body.
trying to get out from under the pole.
Well, I mean, Dawn's probably just gonna lift it up.
Yeah, Dawn's probably
yeah.
just gonna lift it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a phone, a very fancy looking phone.
Ooh.
I'm gonna hacker man it.
Okay.
Yeah, you take it.
Going through all the important stuff that I can find, any files, contacts.
Okay.
Transferring important contacts to my phone.
Okay. All right.
You're doing a terrible job of following us right now.
And you guys will make your escape, I guess, towards the outside world then?
Yeah,
Where are you
probably
two
a good
going?
idea.
They have to run pretty much,
Yeah.
unfortunately for us.
Yeah.
And we don't know this yet.
And I'm gonna whistle for Wick as well, because he's, even though I don't know if he got the cameras or not, it's probably
Yep.
time to get out for him.
All right. But we will leave it off here, having that fight have been something. That was an interesting one.
Oof.
That was about 3 rounds longer than I expected it to be.
Yeah. Well, again, the person. Wait. Nathan, Erik, did either of you have occult? I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead
do.
and roll it because something was mentioned that you could know about.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of nudging him for
Difficulty?
while you were talking.
We'll say this one's 8, difficulty 8. We'll say.
Alright.
Mhm.
2 successes.
Cool. Progenitors. You're pretty sure you've heard of them before. They're members of the Technocratic Union. Technocratic Union. Mages who do magic through science.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which deepens this entire group to even more horribleness.
So, is that the third symbol that's mixed in?
Yes.
Okay.
But the thing is, it sounds like only... The thing is, your character's probably picking up, only it's not the entire groups that are these. It's factions within all these other groups have joined together.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, a bunch of factions of various groups have now joined together in some kind of... I don't know what they're... You're hearing what they...
Time travel.
Time travel.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean? Anyway, but we'll leave it here. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
Weird mythology. You guys totally beat up a mage who's shooting you. You totally beat up a poor technocrat guy with his laser pistol.
Oh, poor. He almost lasered Dawn to death.
Look,
Yeah.
look, he had a nice laser pistol. You know,
He
We
won't
have
help me
now.
get him up. It would have gone easier for him if he helped me get Dunce up, and I could have just knocked him out.
That's true.
But he was an asshole.
yeah, he didn't like you guys. Damn bloodsuckers.
I don't
Anyway.
like him either.
We will, of course, be back next week. Same time, same adventures, where now it's going to be interesting because we got 2 people on the run and 2 more people that are probably going to be on the run soon because of situational awareness. At least when someone discovers that guy's totally been beat up.
I'm
Anyway,
just trying to
yeah.
figure out how to get those pages before we get on the run.
good luck. As you sit there trying to formulate.
Yep.
The wheels are turning.
Yep.
So, why don't we go around, everybody kind of give a shout out where to find you, what you're doing. Why don't we start with Jess?
I am Bubblegum Viking on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. I don't stream much at the moment because I'm going on holiday tomorrow, but then I should be doing cooking streams, which are always fun. Cooking streams are good.
Mhm.
That's all.
Food's always good.
Food's always good. Tiv.
Hi. I stream occasionally. Friday's Arc. Thursday
Yes.
is Madness of the Land.
Mhm.
Lots of things with Tantus because I can't. He's just always there.
I am there a lot. I am the omnipotent. I am the omnipotent. Dunce.
Hey, it's Dunspace. Twitch.tv/Dunspace. Twitter.com/Dunspace. And whatever else. Dunspace.
Very important. Mhm. Carpe.
Yep. What he said, except insert the CarpeDM here. Twitch, Twitter, technically Instagram, but I don't actually post pictures because.
Are you a model?
Yeah, please post
You know
shirtless pictures.
Please.
You know it.
Send Bob.
And yeah,
Gee.
I also do stuff with Tantus because I can't quit you.
Aw.
It's just my nature. Sorry.
I'm gonna bring this back up. Tantus is like a cancer. You don't want him at first, but he just keeps growing on you.
Sure. That sounds good. We'll go with
That's
that.
grand.
That's grand. That's grand. Anyway.
Love you.
Yes. So yeah, and of course me, I am the DM. You can find me here daily for stuff. I'll be, I guess, back tomorrow for something in the morning. Stellaris, maybe, and Madness of the Land on Thursday. That's the important one right now. Yay, D&D. And cool. I think it's all the important stuff to announce right now for myself. Remember to check out my links below, all that stuff. And I'll see you all here. We'll hopefully see you all here next week. So, bye, folks.